I hate how everyone does that and
What?
just wait. You're walking down the hallway. You're trying to get to your sex ed class basically, and then some
Every
random
class?
yeah, every class. Then some random kid comes in. You're walking forward, just stops, walks backwards, and goes Kobe, and just like shoves everyone.
At
There's a
Desmond?
nuclear yeah. There's a nuclear holocaust right there.
You know what I hate? I hate when like you're just walking in the hallway and then like some like stupid like kid just like tries to like cross you, you know? Like they'll just be
Yeah,
like
you're walking.
and then like
No,
you do nothing but you just stop and you watch them look like a total retard because they're just like bouncing around back and forth.
That's
being
me.
like-
I do that sometimes.
Being like, oh. And
First day of school, I'm gonna dress.
walk up to a giant senior, 6 foot, like 3 senior.
Has a full beard and everything, and just juke him, and then I'll get.
Yeah, just
I'm gonna
juke
do-
him.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ethan.
My name's Morgan. I don't want to be here.
Fun. That's a big
I'm
laugh.
so nice.
Are we gonna go with our stuff nicknames? I'm Stuff, apparently.
I'm and things.
I'm you're. Yeah. Okay. We have a Stuff.
This is
We have a
so-
Things. We don't have an and. Who's and?
Our guests that we have right now. Our guest is Ethan's dog.
My dog is retarded, to be honest. My dog is so dumb.
It looks like she has 2 buttholes, but that's not a butthole.
We're getting a little too adult here. But
Ooh,
honestly,
why not
wait,
record it?
my dog is retarded. She just walking down the hallway. My grandma's walking behind her. Then she just like goes into
Lays
seizure.
down.
Yeah, she just goes into seizure mode. She goes on her back, and just like wiggles around.
My dog.
And then
Is that
my-
like a pit bull thing? Because my dog does that too.
Maybe
And, like,
we need to kill
well, like-
all pit bulls so
well,
that
like,
we don't trip over
It's
them.
like he's like dancing like on his back.
It's so weird. I don't get pit bulls. Pit bulls can be exterminated, to be honest. So this is our second episode of the podcast. People like the first episode
Why do your pants say pony?
because I'm Pony Boy. Have you guys heard of The Outsiders?
It's really
Shout
good.
out to our biggest fan, Cody. I know you're listening to this. I just want to like
Hey,
make
Cody.
fun of you.
Shout out to Cody. Cody's like the best. Thanks for
I-
commenting on all our stuff.
Yeah,
Cody, love you.
5 times on our first episode.
Comment
Everyone
6 times now.
will go up one episode, and by like our 20th episode when no one's watching, it'll just be like 1,000 comments of Cody's going, "Wow, you guys are really funny."
Yeah.
Sorry to bully you, Cody. You're nice.
I'm not
I
bullying
think.
Cody. Cody's like
Coley.
I
Punchies.
punchies.
So we're gonna try and make it a little bit more coherent because we're cool. This isn't happening. We're
I'm
not gonna
really
make it coherent. You're the reason our podcast is gonna fail.
I don't know. Well, tell me why our podcast is the most viewed thing on your channel. First episode, huh? Huh? You're gonna fail
Well,
because I'm the backbone
that's
of this
true.
channel.
That's true.
I literally
So
just
we're
put
gonna.
this in my mouth.
Why?
I bit it.
Did you not eat?
I didn't.
Yeah, because you wake up at like 3 in the afternoon, and they're
I
like,
actually woke up like at 10,
and then just don't respond.
and then I went back. And then I went back.
You
to
and
bed.
you went back to sleep. I'm big sad. Okay.
And then I woke up again, and then I went back to bed, and then I woke up at like 2.
I can't like if I wake up, I'm awake. I can't take naps unless I like didn't sleep for a week. I am just awake
Me.
till it's 11 o'clock. No matter what. If I wake up at 4, I'm awake till 11. It's
Why
an issue.
specifically 11? It's 4:20 right now.
Oh, guys, go on your Snapchat story and say 420. Okay, we're gonna try and talk about like funny news stories. If any of y'all want to send your submissions of funny news stories,
I start crying.
send it. What's our email?
At
Okay, just Cody, give us a funny news story in the comments
I gotta sneeze.
because you're the only person who's gonna listen to this. Why are we just assaulting Cody?
No, Cody, listen to me. You're great. You're great. You're
Cool.
great. I was gonna say something about someone.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. You lame-o. Yeah, so we have people wanting to be guest stars. Who do you think we should have?
Our first guest star should. Our first guest star should be like Eminem, I think. I actually have a connection to Eminem. I'm gonna tell the story. So
Is it like everyone though?
I mean, kind of.
Like in Michigan, because like he used to live here.
Yeah, if you live in Michigan, you know Eminem. He's just your next. You just hit him up. But okay. So I have a mother, like some people. Thanks. She's just a phantom, and my mother has a brother, and my brother knows Eminem.
How?
They went to the same high school, and Eminem came over to their house, and I guess my grandma, like, she was at some gas station pumping gas in her like 1901 Ford Mobile, and then Eminem is just there too, and he's like, "Hi, Miss Ma'am."
Really?
Yeah.
Just hi. Oh, I'd be in shock. It's just like hi.
And so my grandma is like, "How can you be out here without anyone noticing you?" And he's just like, "Oh, when people ask you." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I get that a lot." So Eminem, everyone email this podcast to Eminem and about how we mentioned him. If you want to hit us up on your podcast, I haven't listened to your new album. I've listened to like 2 songs. It's pretty garbage, but like, I'm just kidding. It was pretty great. I enjoyed it. I'm just saying this so you can come on our show.
See, I'm gonna interrupt you. So you know our teacher? Do you know Miss Rice? Did you have her?
I know her.
So
introduce her to our
audience. Miss Rice was my 6th grade teacher. I had a mental breakdown in her class.
Oh, fun.
Not joking. And basically, her daughter is like friends or like went to the same school as Eminem's daughter, so like they just like hang.
Eminem has a daughter?
Yeah, he technically has like 2 daughters.
Why? Who wants to date Eminem?
One of them's name is Lainey.
That's a dumb name.
You're dumb.
Okay.
You're dumb. Your last name is dumb.
So, Morgan, I think we should get onto our first news story.
I don't think we should. I think we should.
What do you mean we shouldn't? We're just gonna stop?
I didn't say we shouldn't. I just said I don't think we should.
We're going to. You're ruining everything.
Yeah.
So, our first news story comes from someone you don't really care about the sources. Everyone who listens to this is just some guys. I'm edgy. I'm an edgy 13-year-old. Oh, jeez.
Tattoos fails.
Morgan, you read the headline because this is something you would do.
I did this. So this girl,
woman,
her name is Patricia Hill.
Patricia.
She's 69 years old. She shot her husband, who was 65, because
in his shed. In some back shed.
In his shed, not her shed. Not his shed.
His shed. She said.
Do you know that? Okay. Do you know what a she shed is?
No.
Okay, because you're stupid.
Dang.
Because he bought too much porn on cable.
How do you even do that?
You don't know? Like, there's like channels where it's just like
sold.
Hot mom.
It's just a mom.
It's like on TV. Like you can.
What? It's on Fox News. That's just just CNN 24/7.
No, it's like. Have you ever like went like on your TV and just like tried to click through like literally every channel?
No.
I used to do that all the time.
Why? Was Teen Titans Go not good enough for you?
No. No, like you just get bored and it's like midnight and you just be like. Well, it's basically the channels, like it would go from 0 and then you'd click like
-1.
Yep, and then it'd just be like channel 640, and then it's just like porn, and like you can buy it. And I don't get it. Like, like Pornhub? It's like free, right?
Yeah.
Except unless you have Pornhub Premium.
Oh, like my best friend is a plant. Because I don't have actual friends.
That's friends that you know.
Don't
guess.
My brother has more friends than me.
Yeah.
To be honest.
You have 3 friends.
I have like 3 friends, and
I'm not one of them.
It's not Morgan. I just kidnapped her.
Ethan hates me. Ethan hates my guts.
She just like my actual.
Put this in here. I'm going on the record. Jake, if you're listening to this, I know you hate me.
I just want to say my actual friends. They're like, no, I'm busy. I'm busy all the time.
Yeah, I'm not Ethan's actual friend. Thanks, Ethan, for that.
Yeah, you're not an actual friend. You don't exist to me.
My actual friend.
You're irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
We should get Rice Gum on this podcast.
Shut up.
What would he would call us irrelevant, even though we're not irrelevant. We're famous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not irrelevant.
If next time there's a talent show at our school, we're just gonna have a live version of this podcast. We're just gonna go up there. There's gonna be like 100 kids who've never heard of us, and we're just go up there. We're gonna bring my microphone. We're gonna bring my whole desk with my printer and everything just to the stage on our school.
Your family fruit feed.
Fruit. I'm being abused.
Make fun of me saying something wrong.
I'll just chop up what you said before to make it seem like make you the worst person ever.
I'm just like constantly stuttering.
That's me. My grandma bullies me because I stutter.
Good.
Okay, my grandma's in the other room. I love you, Grandma.
No, he doesn't.
Dang.
Talks bad about you all
We
the
should
time.
go back to our story. Okay, so basically this woman, she shot her husband because he was on too much porn. And it wasn't like some random guy came in and be like, oh no, there's that guy. She called and he's like, yo, what up? And the police guy's like, yo. And then she's like, I shot my husband because like there was this Mexican woman. He was just like in his shed too. And so I shot him. That's Arkansas, to be honest. That's just all of Arkansas. Like Wyoming is Kmart. Arkansas is just like it just sheds
with dead bodies.
Dead bodies.
That's where they put like they're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna bury them peacefully. No, they dig them.
They just throw
dig
them
up. They put them in the sheds.
The she sheds.
No, a she shed is basically just Google it. Google what one looks like. It's like a getaway.
Okay.
You know how like men have their.
I love how like my computer is just honestly the worst thing ever. So let's just like Bing it. Google is so like 2018. We need to go like 2018 and use Bing. So.
It's a little shed for girls.
So a she shed is just like a
she
shed.
shed?
It's just a gay shed.
Like
It's just a gay shed.
That's like, let me give it one more watch. Just kidding.
Matthew, here's what I think about you. You have garbage opinions on music. Like honestly, Green Day more like awful.
Awful day.
Just
bad
awful.
Day.
A bad day. I just get better opinions in music, Matt. Like, I'm into listening to Pink Floyd. They got some bangs.
I feel like he doesn't give a lot of music a try. He'll just be like, yeah, I give it a try. It's like, yeah, when you're listening to 6ix9ine and Lil Pump, I don't really think you're giving rap a try.
Robot and a caveman scene. In his metal chest are some working parts. How is that different from my beaten heart?
That's a great song.
My stomach hurts, and it's like the kind of
Maybe
stomach...
it's because you're sitting on your knees with the chair to the back, with the back of the chair to the microphone.
I haven't ate, you dummy head.
So, let's move on to our second story. So basically, this comes from The Verge.
I love your stupid hand movements. Just...
Yeah, you guys don't see it, but I'm always just like moving my hand like.
That's how Ethan talks.
Ethan
Ethan talks with his hands.
I just like those sock puppets.
From
Total Drama. From Total Drama-rama.
So
have you seen that show? I haven't seen that first episode. I want to.
From the puppets from Captain Underpants, because I watched that all of it.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're not gonna talk about our second story anymore. Let's talk about the epic tales of Captain Underpants.
Why are my earrings on the floor?
Because you put them on the floor. So, the epic tales of Captain Underpants is a show about Captain Underpants, and it stars George, who's black, I think.
With a high top.
No, George is the one with the short hair.
Yeah, it's called a high top.
Thanks.
That's what they said.
Well, then, why is it called a high top when it's low?
Because it's a high top fade. Do you not know what that is?
I don't know anything,
Okay.
to be honest.
And he's with the bad hair. Because that's what it said in the first episode.
And Harold is the one with the t-shirt and the bad haircut. So basically what the show would have in every single episode, they're like, oh.
I love how in the first episode it explained it so briefly about like what happens and how like he changes into Captain Underpants.
And the theme song.
There was zero backstory.
Have you never read the books?
No.
How have you not read the
goes, and then it's
Okay, so let me explain it for you, normie. So basically,
why would I read the books? The only books I read was Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Those books were great.
And that one diary book about like the girls.
So just you read Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Female Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
It's not Female Diary of a It's kind of
Wait,
like female.
so for all you normies who didn't read Captain Underpants,
I feel like I tried to read
they
it,
have
but
some. They have some mean old principal. His name's Mr. Crab. Mr. Crab, more like Mr. Crab. That's a 4th grade roast. I'm a 4th grader.
Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, both of us are going into the 5th grade. Woo!
We're famous.
Woo!
We're gonna be the most popular 5th graders in our school. We're gonna have all the Tootsie Rolls. So basically, there's this teacher. His name is Mr. Krupp, and he's some evil guy. And so the 2 kids, George and Harold, they eat some cereal. It's probably like Lucky Charms or something. They pull out a ring, and then they hypnotize their teacher.
I know.
In the movie, like the entire room.
And then like to like activate it, they snap, and then in the thing,
and then
it
he becomes
wet.
then it becomes takes off all his clothes. Well, something that annoys me.
That's kind of like weird. Don't look at what I'm doing.
Something that annoys me in like the theme song, because they explain everything in the theme song, is that instead of just him having skin, because they like have all of his like clothes parts off, then they put it onto him. But instead of just having skin and like actual body parts for his underpants, it's just white. So they just put like white underwear over a white blank space. And it really annoys me. Like, let these kids know the truth. Like, they need to know. Like, the earlier you know, the better.
What? Wait, what?
You don't listen to me.
You sound so confusing. Like explain it again. Like, what do you mean?
So,
like, it was like drawn in the books, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but in the theme song of the show, instead of like, because they like have all his clothes off, then put them together like in a cool transition. But instead of having like actual like skin around his underpants, it's just a white void. So they put white underwear over a white void, which is where like his leg should be. And it just annoys me. Like,
I don't get what you mean.
You don't get anything,
like,
to be honest.
Let's
make this podcast just bully Morgan.
Do we did it show him like without underwear and like?
Yeah, they did, but just a white void.
Oh, is that what you mean? Like,
yes.
He like took off his underwear and
yeah.
there was literally nothing there.
Yes, it's just nothing.
Blank.
There. Yeah, it's blank. It annoys me. Like,
yeah, like they should just.
I want
draw,
these
like,
kids
a
to know the
big
truth.
Some big.
We're all everyone show your little sister this. I just be like, hey, what's a sister? I don't know any sisters. I don't have a sister.
I have a sister named Kayla, but she's older than me.
So we're gonna make Morgan's sister Kayla like 2. And be like, hey, you want to hear this cool podcast I did? Just be
force
like,
her to leave
this old man principal like a show all the kids.
This is what they use for like torture, you know, when they like
they just show it just
like,
for this podcast.
They like make people's eyes open and like they just like it's like
our amazing logo, which
thumbnail.
Morgan made, by the way.
Yeah,
so everyone clap for Morgan. I'm the only other one here, so everyone just clap in your rooms and then just have your mom come in and be like, "What is going on here?"
Have your white mothers come in. Jonathan, what are you doing?
I'm telling.
You're disrespectful.
I'm listening to the screen people or the noise people. They tell me what to do.
Get out of my room, Mom.
Get out of my room, Mom. I don't yell at my mom to get out here.
Huh?
To get out of here. Mostly just because I share a room with my brother.
I used to have a share. I
used to have a share. I used to have a share in stock of like Apple, the first $1 trillion company.
Do you know who Cher is though?
I've heard of Cher. I don't know anything that she does. I just know of her existence.
I used to have to share a room with my sister. I had the top and the bottom bunk. Like,
where did she sleep?
Like we used to switch. Like, it
Oh.
was never like, you get that and I get this. It started off with me having the top bunk, which was stupid because I was younger and I was more prone to fall.
I have the bottom bunk on my thing.
I've been in your room. I know.
Well, the audience hasn't been in my room.
Let's take them into your room. See, look,
everyone,
this is Ethan's room.
Wow, we just went from my living room, walked a couple, like 20 feet, just magically. Yep. So let's look. There's my bed. There's my shelf.
There's a dresser. There's a thing where you put, like, pennies and coins in there.
Oh, yeah, and apparently if you put a ton of pennies there, it equals to a waste of time. So.
How do you get them out? Is there, like, a...
Yeah, there's a thing, and then they just all fall, and then you suffocate on the pennies that you put in there.
What movies do you want to see this summer? What movies do you want to see this summer? Summer's almost over. Yep.
True. Okay, I want to see the Teen Titans Go movie. But Jordan, I know you're listening to this. We're just gonna call everyone out on this podcast. We're just gonna yell at everyone about how dumb they are and how we're superior. Yes. We're the ones with the podcast. Mm-hmm. Oh wait,
this is our podcast.
This is our podcast.
This is how we lose views.
You nerds can't come onto our podcast. So wait, I'm gonna call it Jordan on 2 things. One, we were gonna have a cool podcast. It was gonna be like this, but better because Morgan wasn't gonna be on there. Mm-hmm. And then you're just like, no, I'm busy with band camp. Band camp is for losers. So basically, one, quit band camp, and two, I was gonna say something else. What were we talking about before?
What movies do you want to see this summer? You talking about Teen Titans Go movie?
Oh yeah. Wait. So
I love how both of us are like just like we have like the worst memory. And I had to think.
So the other thing I was gonna say was that we were gonna go see the Teen Titans Go movie opening day, and it was gonna be great because it was like $2 to go. I actually have no idea how much it costs. They're like, no, I'm busy.
Probably $10. That's like the average.
Well, we saw Incredibles 2 for $6.
What? Where?
At like some MJR thing.
It's more fun.
The MJR.
MJR sponsor us.
Oh wait, I'm gonna go back to church, but it's funny. This is funny. This is a funny thing. So we had a thing where we just talked about like Black Panther and how that related to Jesus. Mm-hmm. And then every single week start with the thing, and it's like it's more fun at Kensington, and we just took like our church's theme, like our church name, and replaced it with MJR, or replaced MJR with our church name, and so we just like stole it. It was very funny.
Really funny.
Everyone in our church clapped. Our church is weird. Like one time, like
do you guys ever talk about Jesus? Like
for like 30 minutes, then the other stuff.
Y'all just party.
Basically, one week, this guy came on and sang a Hasselhoff song. I swear, he came in like a leather jacket. He had like the spiky haircut with a bandana around his forehead. He's like, "Do we need some action?" Then just so he ran across the stage. It was so.
He's never been to that church before. He just came there for that one day.
Yeah, that one day. We actually got David Hasselhoff to come to our small church.
Oh, he's learning how to ride a bike. Stupid kid can't ride a bike.
There's a kid outside. We're watching.
Stupid kid can't ride a bike.
I want this kid to fall. Oh, that is one arm on it. Let go.
Oh yeah,
yeah. This is the dad who just let his kid like he's just getting carried.
Where they're just like, yeah, I'm holding on, and they let go, and then you crash. Because that's what my dad.
They just stopped. They stopped the chase behind the car, so we couldn't see it. I'm about to go yell at these people outside. Just some random people. Hey, you ruined my podcast. Good job. Should we call out anyone else on our podcast? Who else don't we like? We called out Matthew, Jordan.
I already called out Jake for hating.
Yeah, Jake. We called out Aaron last week, and then
I was kidding about Aaron. Okay,
yeah.
Like,
Aaron, we can't even like make fun of Aaron because like he's too nice. Because he'd be like, okay, sure.
Ethan, Aaron hates you.
One discrepancy. I'm a big boy. I use big words. One issue I have with Aaron. He's always busy. Like one time with Devin. Because this was infamous between me. And so he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I could come over. And then he's like, I'm busy. And then Devin just yelled at him for like the rest of the school year. And then I'm like, hey, Aaron, do you want to do this? And he's like, no, I'm busy.
Like, what is he doing? Feeding his ducks like 24?
Maybe. He just sitting at his like little pen, just constantly throwing breadcrumbs at them. Their ducks are morbidly obese. Like, Aaron, this is a serious issue. You can call someone. I think. Call me.
Call okay to say. Don't call Ethan.
Don't call me.
Aaron,
I'm just gonna yell at you.
Aaron, I know you're not listening to this, but
I think Aaron is listening to this.
Don't talk to Ethan ever.
Ever. Because if you come to my house, I'm about to like
Ethan's like
you across the room.
Oh, that's kind of sad. Because all the people that you want to hang out with are like not, and then like I'm here, and you're just like
yeah.
You're my last.
I'm sorry, Morgan, but it's true.
I literally just said it because I know it's true. Dummy head.
I feel abused. So, Aaron, who else?
I feel unwanted.
Who else can we abuse? You guys have a great relationship.
Mhm. I was sitting down. She was standing up. And we were on the bus to Cedar Point, and she just farted.
I was on your bus.
Cedar
I think.
Point? No, it was full of girls.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You were on our bus in You were on our bus in
to DC.
At DC to DC.
Okay, here's a fun thing. When we were at Cedar Point at school, so all the boys got in there first because we're better than the girls. So we sat in the front because I think it's a cultural change because it used to be in the back of the bus. You're the coolest, but now it's the front. Would you agree with me?
In Cedar Point or DC?
At Cedar Point, at least on my bus.
Because at DC they made all the girls sit in the back.
That was funny.
They literally were like, girls in the back, boys in the front. Girls go sit in the
back
next to the toilet. And let's have all the guys sit in front where they just shine their stupid flashlights and they're just loud all the time while everyone's trying to sleep at 3 a.m.
Okay.
The best idea ever. I love our stupid male teachers. Then I have to sit by, all those teachers, who was there? There was Mr. Mahar,
Mr. Rotter,
Mr. Rotter,
Mr. Clark.
and Mr. Clark. They all smelled my deodorant.
But okay, me and
Wait. My deodorant smells good. Like,
Thanks.
I have, it's, shout out to Old Spice. It's Wolfthorn. It smells really good. And, like, honestly, like, girl deodorants, they freaking suck. So, like, that one,
Thanks.
it smells like fruit, and it smells really good. I had people taking pictures of my deodorant because they wanted it. I had people, like, they, like, literally, I think it's Mr. Rada started it. He went, it smells really good. Hey, Mr. Mahar, smell this. And Mr. Mahar smelled it. And then Mr. Mahar was like, and then he gave it to Mr. Clark. And then we put our feet on Mr. Clark's head.
What?
You didn't notice. It was me and Isabella. Me and Isabella were sitting next to each other, and we put our feet up, and then we were sitting. We weren't like we came like this close. And Mr. Mahar saw us. He said nothing.
What else? Okay, back to the bus trip to DC. It was me and Aaron. I had to sit next to Brandon. You guys don't know who Brandon is. Like, one person knows who Brandon is. I think Brandon's listening to
Like
this.
Brandon.
Yeah. You can't say his last name.
I mean, Brandon. Look at my burn. Ew.
So, wait. Brandon, I just sat next to him. He took up the entire, like, his seat and then my seat because he brought his entire kitchen with him. Instead of putting his bags in, I don't know, the overhead or under us, he puts it right on his lap. Has like 20 pillows, brings a blanket, brings a neck pillow with him.
For Cedar Point?
No, for DC.
Okay, because you said Cedar Point.
It's my bad. Sorry, I'm fake news. So
Fake news.
So I have no room. I wasn't gonna sleep anyways because I'm like putting like my feet up on the seat in front.
Nice job, Ethan. Just like
So
right
basically, I was gonna put my feet like on the seat like this, and I tried that. And so for the first 10 minutes, I'm like, this is comfy. I'm gonna break everything.
You're just breaking your whole like setup.
So I was gonna do that for the first 10 minutes. It's comfy, but then I just go back. So then I've just basically become fake news. So I was trying to sleep. I couldn't sleep. And Aaron couldn't sleep either. And me and Aaron, we were just like friends of those. We watched Total Drama on the bus. That was fun. Or World Tour, I should say. Which isn't the best season, but oh well. So we were trying. There were these. I was so mad. So me and Aaron were trying to somewhat sleep. And there's these two kids behind us, and I think one of those genuinely autistic. I'm gonna bully him anyway because I don't really care. So it's him, it's someone else, and he's just on his phone, and then he shouts, "Have you got this new Fortnite skin?"
Oh my god!
He might have shouted that, but he's just on his phone shouting to the person right next to him, "Hey, have you heard this new game? Have you gotten these coins yet, or whatever?" And
These V-Bucks?
we got these V-Bucks, and so we're just like, "Dude, shut!" Because we didn't want to yell, because we didn't want to add to like the torture. So we're just dealing with it. Eventually, I think they fell asleep. There's people sleeping right in the aisle, so if we need to go to the bathroom...
Yeah, Mr. Mahar did that.
You literally just have to, like, step on everyone's feet.
Or you could just step over him,
Onto what? Like, the chairs? You're like Mission Impossible?
Yeah, I standed on a chair.
You stand it on a chair.
I stood on a chair, sorry.
Thanks, Morgan. That took you... You're smart.
A minute to... I was just like, wait, what did I say wrong? No, I'm just kidding.
So, basically... Don't go on a trip with
don't go on a trip
teenagers.
On a school trip.
Don't go to school. This podcast is gonna go to shambles when school starts.
On like the on the bus, Cole was sitting there and there's just like a giant like mosquito. Did you see that happen? Oh my god. It was either like a giant spider or a giant mosquito. I have it on video of him just freaking out, like smacking like and he, like, tried to cover up with a pillow, and then he was like, okay, everything's cool, and then he took the pillow off, and it just, like, flew in his face, and he was like, ah! And Mr. Mahar was like, just kill it, and he was, like, screaming, and everyone was laughing, and you remember the,
Yeah, that was funny. I laughed. Basically, the moral of our DC trip, the boys had a great time.
I have so many pictures of Cole, I have no idea why.
And all the girls just... they didn't do anything.
Be gay, yeah. Girls
so they didn't. They complained the entire trip, but then they did nothing about it.
I slipped twice. I slipped twice.
You slept?
I slipped. Like I slipped.
On what?
First, remember when we were running in the mud?
No. Yes. That was funny. So we were.
I slipped.
I'm explaining this story. So basically, we were.
I was talking.
We went to Gettysburg
No, you didn't.
because that was fun. And so our guy, he takes like this girl. Our guide. I'm gonna feel bad for saying this, but he takes the girl in the wheelchair because she can't run towards anything, and she like puts him at the other end of this field, and then he's like, okay, just say that he take the bus and run away.
She fell backwards.
Oh my god!
Like her mom was like wheeling her up. I guess she just let her go, and she was like.
But so we were all gonna run.
I feel bad for her.
Well, let's not say her name.
Like, wait,
She's gonna find this podcast like 2 years later.
When you're done talking, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say something.
Okay, so we put her on the other end of the field, and he's like, okay, everyone, so you're just gonna like run towards her. So we all run towards her, and we're like, ugh! And then Morgan just falls. Oh, it was you and Logan. They just like
and
fell
then someone
in the
else.
mud.
I know someone else fell.
And it was hilarious. It was the funniest thing.
I hated it. I got mud all over me.
I loved it. To be honest, it was great.
Like,
that was my
I literally
fetish.
was like, I'm gonna fall, and I fell. I literally said that. I was like, I'm gonna fall, and then I slipped, and I was like, I'm so glad that Logan fell too, and I wasn't the only one, because like he was.
If you were
like,
the only one, I would just want everyone to stop what they're doing. Sarah just gets up and starts walking towards you, just starts laughing at you. Be like, what a loser. Fell.
So like, you know when we were like, it was like the place where there was like a lot of uphill and downhill stuff.
Yeah.
So
Gettysburg, basically.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was like, I don't know.
In the United States. Basically.
Somewhere in the United States. Somewhere in Washington, D.C. So, like, he was talking to her mom, because her mom and dad was there, and then he was like, haha, don't let go, and they were just like, trust me, we want to, and I was like, oh my god. And then they were just like, I really want to let go. And just let her roll. And I was like, oh my god, they need to stop. And they were just like, if I could have anything in the world, it just to be let it go. And
to
then,
get rid of this burden known as my daughter.
And I was like, oh my god, stop. Okay, wait, look look this way. No, look this way. Sarah's mom looked at her and she just went. And I was like,
she grabbed her chin and just, you can't look at these other
literally, she was like
nerds.
watching everyone like walk by her, and everyone was like, hey, Sarah. And then her mom was like, and I was like,
what is it? So basically.
Well, I just said her name, so you have to cut all that out.
I don't. They don't know her last name.
Her last name.
Her last name isn't real. It's just a made up name. It's Prince. Basically, that missing just.
Also, they changed her diaper there. And it smells so bad.
Now I have to cut this out.
Yep. You can just cut that last part out, because I'm just telling you at this point, it smelled so bad. Like, we were on the bus, and it was like the end of the time, and you just like.
I didn't smell anything because I wasn't in the back, but you girls were in the back.
Mm-hmm. In the back with Sarah. Okay, so I'm also gonna call out Alyssa and Jordan because they suck. I just got water everywhere.
Thanks.
Basically, I sat next to Isabella. And they sat behind me, and Alyssa sat behind me, and then, like, she'd just stay on her phone all the time, and I'd, like, try and sleep, but, like, she'd, like, put her knees against my freaking chair, and I yelled at her so many times. I was like, don't do that, you're pushing my chair up, and then she was like, okay, and then, like, she'd take her feet down, and I'd just be like, thank you, and then I'd, like, start to fall back asleep, and then she'll just, like, put her legs up, and I'm just like...
So basically, the reason you didn't sleep was because it's Alyssa.
No, because I fell asleep like that, and neck pains. The reason I didn't sleep was because of, like, Cole. He was like, you know what I can get? The strongest flashlight I can find, and I'm going to bring it there. I was like, no, he couldn't use, like, the light of his phone or something. He was just like,
People can't see this.
I'm showing you. He was like, hold on, I got to, like, in, like, everyone's face. He's like, I got to find something. And, like, everyone, and it was, like, cool at first, and everyone was like, okay, he's just going to find it. And then, like, 5 minutes later, I was like, Cole, turn it off! I think it was Cole or Bryce. It was either Cole or Bryce.
Oh, I have a Bryce story. So I was on the bus ride to DC. Cedar Point, and so I'm just there. I'm bored. It's like a 2-hour trip. It wasn't that bad, to be honest.
Not that long. It took longer because someone's bus lights went out, which was great.
Oh yeah. Wait, before I talk about Bryce, some other people's bus. So we're driving there in the daylight. There is a light. I can see.
No, for like their turn signals and stuff. They need to do that.
So we were driving in the middle of the day, And so we're doing fine. And then we go to the restaurant. I'm like, oh, maybe someone has to go pee. That's fine. I really don't care. Then we're stuck there for an hour and a half because someone's like, oh, we need a turn signal. I'm like,
We need a turn signal for the 3 other turns we have to make.
I'm like, why don't you have this checked before we get there? Someone just like yeet a pebble at the thing and then it just bursts. The glass just shatters. So we were stuck there for an hour and a half. We were there for 6 hours. That was the worst trip to Cedar Point ever. And it's all because of Jordan. Jordan, it's all your fault.
Yes!
So bad.
Wasn't even on that bus.
Yeah, it's just all her fault. I hate you, Jordan. I don't.
I have the funniest sequence of photos from that trip.
But we can't see it. So.
I know. But I'm going to show you later. So I'm going to get it ready. So hold on.
So, back to Bryce. So I was on the bus ride to Cedar Point.
No, you weren't.
And I was bored for no reason because it's only 2 hours. And so then Bryce crawls because he's sitting in the seat in front of me. And then he's right where my feet are. He's under his seat. He's like, Ethan, come down here with me. Ethan. So I go down there. Our teacher is right behind
Y'all
us.
start making out.
Yes. So we get down there. He turns on Boss Baby Back in Business. And
The TV show?
The TV show on Netflix. We start watching it. His head is right on my chest. So we can feel my heartbeat. And I just go boom, 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 boom. Then we got to this part in the show where there's this Asian baby. She works for Baby Corp or whatever.
She's cute.
And then she takes like some popsicle sticks and let me start over. She takes some popsicle sticks because all the other babies and Tim, he's like, oh, we need to infiltrate daycare or whatever. Then she whips out, she gets like a bow and arrow and a knife. She's like, I'm not going back to daycare. She like fire all around her. I think she makes like a popsicle gun and just starts shooting everything. And then we're just shouting with our teacher right behind us, she's a terrorist.
Oh my god.
She's an Asian baby terrorist.
She's a terrorist.
And our teacher does nothing.
This is weird.
But wait, so we've been recording for nearly an hour. No one's gonna have listened to this whole thing because it's been really boring. And basically, one by one, everyone who we call it is just gonna be like, nah, fam, I'm unsubscribing. Our subscriber count's gonna go from the huge milestone of 11 to 1, and it's just gonna be Morgan.
Yep. Just
so
me and then Ethan on his other account.
Yeah. So if anyone
and then I'm
is
gonna
still listening,
unsubscribe.
and that's just gonna be 0. So basically, this has been episode 2 of. Oh, before we end it, I just want to make an announcement. I'm gonna try and get this podcast on Spotify and SoundCloud so we can become rappers.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys for watching.
My name's Ethan.
My name's Morgan.
And this has been the Stuff Things podcast. Please subscribe. We want to monetize this.
You say this has been stuff.
This has been stuff.
And this has been things.
And please give us your money. Please
like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe when you like.
If you like and subscribe, the like button will literally do nothing, and you'll get free V-Bucks. So Cody, get those free V-Bucks. I'm sorry, Cody. We've abused you this entire time. Just please like us and listen. Goodbye, everybody.